Easeinvest, a thriving local company dreaming to compete on a global platform. Today, we, the HR team of Easeinvest, would like to welcome our CEO, board members, and our amazing expat team to understand the challenges and opportunities in setting up new offices overseas. We have come a long way to be where we are today, and we still have a long way ahead of us to be where we want to be. To make the local to global transition smooth, we, the HR team of Easeinvest, have big roles to play in directing the company towards global orientation. In order to cater the strategic decision made by the board, we have been asked to provide managerial solutions to address HR-related challenges, highlight opportunities, and provide relevant recommendations that can elevate Easeinvest business standards. But how exactly can this be done? By incorporating strategic HR plan that synchronizes business goals with people via mindful approaches. We, as HR managers, have broken down these approaches into three interdependent phases: teams, communication, and culture.
Teams, based on one of our values. Teams are the soul of our work. To stand on this principle, we believe that the team formation plays an important role. As Easeinvest is moving to India and China, there will be new hirings and new teams will be developed. So, it is very important for Easeinvest to have a plan in hand for hiring employees and team composition. As HR team, we believe that Bruce Tuckman process for team composition is the perfect match for our business environment. Now let's see what this model is and how it can help Easeinvest. So the first stage is the forming stage. Here, the Easeinvest will engage in hiring people, and during this process, the new employees will get a chance to know about the company in detail and also about the other employees working with them. It is highly recommended to deliver or communicate the company mission and vision, which will help in next team building processes. Secondly, socialization can play an important part, especially the primary socialization will set the groundwork for the all future interactions. Now, moving to the next stage, which is storming. In this phase, there are big chances of disagreements between employees due to the issues like natural style of working may differ, goals are not well understood, and the diversity issues. Therefore, the need of conflict resolution management arises, as a part of which it becomes important to communicate to the employees that achieving overall team goal is of top priority. In this third stage called norming, the team members would have surpassed the internal conflicts and focused their energies toward attaining the common organization goals through the means of coordination and collaboration. And it is during this time Easeinvest can embed the values and beliefs into the workforce. Now, moving to the final stage, performing. The team members reach this stage when they become able to achieve the Easeinvest goals without any friction. As a leader at this stage, the top managers can delegate more work and spend time in developing each person in the team to be the best they can be. In this connection, to enhance the team performance, role management is very important, which describes the role and the responsibilities of each individual in the team, therefore creating a sense of ownership. Therefore, the overall efficiency of team formation model solely depends upon the communication protocols established between the various stages.
Yes, indeed. One of the key factors in success of any organization is communication. People often feel that communication is as easy as it sounds. No doubt, but what makes it complex, difficult, and frustrating are the barriers that come in its way. The major purpose of communication in Easeinvest would be achieve coordinated action, gather information for effective decision making, produce effective organizational change. Easeinvest, starting its new offices in India and China, would definitely face communication challenges within its new recruits. It is foreseen from various studies that 95% of low performing managers could not communicate effectively. A good communication is passing the right information to the right people at the right time in right ways. Therefore, the vision of our company must be properly communicated to all the employees. Now, let's have a walkthrough on the challenges and opportunities. Moving on to possible barriers to effective communication, we have language barrier, perception barrier, and emotional barrier. India and China, being non-native speakers of English, the greatest compliment Easeinvest can pay to them is making an attempt to speak and communicate in their local language while communicating virtually. We need to understand that the native language of employees can be different from anyone else. Though Easeinvest is an established organization, recruiting interpreters and translators temporarily during the start of the company would be a good move. To overcome language barrier, it is recommended that trainings on communication skills and providing English translation aids would be of great use to the employees. On the other hand, the expat team would learn at least the basics of the employees' language and communicate with them in the same, which would make them feel included in the organization. Most of them, being new in the new offices, would definitely face the most common problem that every organization faces, that is the difference of opinion between two people. Different people interpret the exact same message differently. Though we stand by our value, openness and direct communication with no boundaries, it is salient that what you say is much less important than how you say it. Periodically, interactive sessions with Michael and Travis would be of great encouragement to the new offices. The fear and mistrust that form the roots of the emotional barriers stops people from communicating effectively with their co-workers. The only way one can improve effective organizational communication is by changing one's thoughts and feelings with one's colleague. In this way, Easeinvest doesn't just break down communication barriers but also build relationships that work successfully long. Communication is much more than just trading words. It also encompasses the emotions and intentions of people involved. Overcoming communication barriers can be achieved through proper training interventions that include programs to improve listening and written skills, build conversational skills, trainings on verbal and non-verbal communication skills, etc. The training programs focus on building a culture of unity, promote inclusivity, and help employees see others' point of view as agree to disagree that helps break down perceptual differences. Communication, when seen on a wider perspective, depends on existing organizational culture as well. This very culture dictates the overall long-term effectiveness of Easeinvest.
In today's situation, Easeinvest business ambience is transforming into a global environment. This provides both growth opportunities and at the same time creates several challenging factors regarding adaptation towards cultural change. As per many researchers, change is the only constant, and in order to stimulate a successful change, the company has to loop in key elements like change in working style, change in assumptions, change in values and beliefs that govern thinking and behavior of employees representing the organization. This cultural mapping process typically has powerful impact on the company, and its consequential effects will reflect upon employee performance, employee morale, employee productivity. In order to ensure whether our organizational culture is the embodiment of our values and the way we work really connects with the international marketplace, we as HR experts provide several recommendations that enhance the level of tolerance for ambiguity and increase behavioral flexibility. Firstly, to diagnose the gap between current culture and preferred culture inside the organization, Easeinvest can perform Organizational Culture Assessment Instrument. Secondly, in order to address cultural barrier issues, arranging diversity and inclusivity training helps Easeinvest groom their employees on embracing their inherent differences and leverage diversity to build efficiencies. Lastly, incorporating geocentric approach allows Easeinvest to use human resource efficiently in host countries by establishing a bridge and to build strong relationship between cultures. Our potential HR budget might arise in the field of new recruitments during initial phase and gradually increase during the later stages of progression. In a nutshell, the entire conceptual theory of this presentation stands on the organizational alignment framework in which top-down approach is implemented to reach the overall company's goal. Collectively, this organizational framework allows Easeinvest to incorporate effective communication tactics to overcome various barriers within the organization, ensure all the employees work together harmoniously, and contribute towards a successful cultural re-engineering within the company. On behalf of HR team, we believe this presentation has provided valuable information to promote Easeinvest globally. Thank you for your time.